Question number 3. Diagram 3 shows two right-angle triangles, MNO and MPO. So let's have a look at these two right-angle triangle. When we see right-angle triangle, we always think about Pythagoras Theorem, right? Okay, so perimeter of the whole diagram is 14 centimeter. That means if we add up all the length from M to N, N to O, O to P, and then P to M, PM 3x plus Y plus 4 plus 4x should be equal to the perimeter given in the question 14. In this case, we can only express y in terms of x because y is actually looks 1y. 1y equal to 10 minus 7x. That is called express y in terms of x. We have got one equation. Now we expect that we will get another equation from the Pythagoras Theorem. According to Pythagoras Theorem, you have to find the hypotenuse square. MO square is equal to y square plus 4 square. And we have another one, isn't it? So let's apply the Pythagoras for these two triangles by finding the hypotenuse. And both of the hypotenuse are the same. MO for the right angle triangle are the same. So let's use the Pythagoras theorem to help us to come out with another nonlinear equation. So according to Pythagoras theorem, y squared plus 4 squared, it should be equal to the hypotenuse. At the same time, the hypotenuse is equal to 3x the whole thing square plus 4x the whole thing square. Make sure you put the bracket. Now from here we will get another equation which is so-called nonlinear equation. Y squared plus 16 equal to 9x squared plus 16x squared. So we can simplify first before we substitute the y from equation number 1. So we have y squared plus 16 equal to 25x squared. Now we're going to substitute 1 into 2. Always substitute the easy one into the complex one. Or we say linear into non-linear. Substitute the linear equation into non-linear equation. Why we call it is linear? Because the power of the x is 1. And then non-linear, the power of the x will be more than 1. Here is 2, right? It is non-linear equation. So we will substitute the linear equation into non-linear equation to solve the simultaneous equation. So 10 minus 7x is a y, but we need to square it because there is a y squared plus 16 equal to 25x squared, right? So let's do expansion. 100, 10 squared is 100 minus 2 times 10 times 7 will be 140x plus 49x squared plus 16 equal to 25x squared. Now let's simplify further to get the general form. So we have 24x squared minus 140x plus with the 116 equal to 0. Always make sure the quadratic equation is in general form and it must be simplest form with the coefficient of the a squared of the x squared is positive. So we divide by 4 for every term. We will get 6x squared minus 4, 3, 35, right? 35x plus 4, 2, and then 9. 4, 9, 36, they are 29. Now we can factorize, isn't it? Let's factorize the quadratic equation, and we will solve the quadratic equation by letting the factor equal to 0. So that means x is 29/6 and x equal to 1. And don't forget to find the y. For x equal to 29/6, we will substitute into the y. The same thing apply when x equal to 1. We will substitute into the y. So then we will get the y is negative 23/5/6. And for the other y, we will get 3. Since we are getting y is negative, so we have to ignore the y which is negative value because these are length, right? So the final answer that we choose will be the pairs of the answer that will produce positive length. X equal to 1, y equal to 3 is the solution. So in exam, you will be given marks if you write the step properly with a linear and non-linear equation, and how you factorize, and how you let the factor equal to 0, and you must reject the negative answer to get the final marks, so that your answer will be perfect. Total marks is 6 marks for the simultaneous equation. So for you to score full marks in simultaneous equation, you must really understand the question and then solve the question by substitute the linear into the non-linear equation. That's all my sharing.